The motivation was, of course, a big one, because we think that is a very interesting and very attractive program. We could relate to people from Ukraine, and we could get to know them better, which was important for us. Well, the program is tailor-made for young professionals to fit into the Austrian work life. And as you have so many different people from different backgrounds, it makes a very nice mixture of workplaces, and I think this is also very good for the people attending, because when they get together with other colleagues working in a ministry or in a company or so, they get a very broad view of Austrian life. And I think this is good for people from the Ukraine participating in this program, and also for us.
So the program was well prepared, and everything was really quite professionally done. It's one of the most helpful tools to integrate Ukrainian cultural workers here in Austria, from my point of view.
I think especially in the cultural sector, where the budgets are very tight, this kind of program is very helpful to have a start in this respective area in Austria. Because I think, as in Ukraine probably as well, the network is quite important, and having the possibility to start in an organization like ours, where we do have a strong network, is definitely an entry point to working in the cultural sphere in Austria.
Well, first of all, it was a pleasure to have the intern here. It was wonderful to work with her, because she is a very pleasant and open person. I think the most important benefit for the trainees is to create contacts and to see that, you know, things are the same everywhere, that if you have a foot in a door, and if you had a positive experience in a field, and if you discovered you like that, and that it's not very much different anywhere. Communications or PR or whatever is more or less the same. But on the other hand, we can learn a lot of things, you know. Other cultures are more advanced in many other things. So this is good for everybody.
I think this program is really fantastic, because it's a win-win situation for the companies and also for the interns, because you have somebody in your team who is not here in Austria by choice. This is very important to know that. And these highly dedicated women really try now to start a new life. And you really learn that the Ukrainian situation is nothing abstract. That is something what also has something to do with your own life. And for us, it's very interesting to hear these stories and to learn something from these persons. And I think this program is so incredibly important, because it gives the extremely brave woman the chance to lead a new, or to start a new life, and an independent life. This is very important. And not to be victims, sondern to stay for their own life. And you can be, as a company, you can be part of it. These women who take part of this internship are highly skilled, and their dedication is amazing. It's interesting because there are cultural differences, but I think this is an absolute advantage and not a disadvantage. And it's completely interesting for the team.
Oksana, who came to work here, she has a similar background in a certain way, coming from a museum, being a historian. So it was a double benefit for us, for the institution, which is of course important, and for the general Ukraine population here in Vienna. We have script for our tours here in the museum with very unique objects, and Oksana was able to translate this script of a guided tour here in this museum in the Ukrainian language, and she was able to give guided tours in the language for people living here in Austria from Ukraine. And I think this is a very nice benefit for us, because we could offer those guided tours in the important mother language of Ukrainian people. That was really better value also for our guided tours, and we were very happy that we had such an able and nice person like Oksana Musienko here working for us.
It was really a pleasure for us to work with Tetiana. We are really happy to have her here.
It really helped us, because we wanted to reach out to Ukraine.
Beside our daily work, we asked her to establish mainly contacts with Ukrainian institutions and initiatives.
Ukraine and in
Yeah,
Europe, NGOs
yes.
that work in our field, yeah.
And
And it was quite successful, yeah.
as she had also already some contacts there, it was very successful that she could establish some valuable contacts there, for example with the Ukrainian institutes in Kiev and Berlin, or with the Ukrainian Book Institute, and we could learn to meet them and had some Zoom meetings with them for looking if we could cooperate in the future with them.
At least for my field, for the outreach strategy, it was very helpful to have someone knowing the Ukrainian society, speaking the language and having already established contacts to the people in the right positions. So this helped us a lot, and I think it saved us the time of her internship in the amount of hours I would need to spend into achieving the same goal. So having already this kind of network ready for us really was amazing, because now we have good contacts to the Ukrainian Institute, to the Ukrainian Book Institute. We send them our books to Ukraine, and we have this contact, and I think without this expertise it would not be possible to have it so fast.
Yes, and it was also really nice to have Tetjana here, because she's a really great person, and as she had run a company of her own in Ukraine, she knows how to work independently of her own. So in the beginning, she familiarized herself with our topics and did it quite independently, but on the other hand, it was also quite fun with her to work, because she became a good part of our team.
And she was very fast in understanding the specifics of our offices.
We were very happy with the results of this program, and of course we would be very happy if we can continue in your program in the future. Thank you in any case.
I absolutely would recommend this program to the companies because they benefit a lot of it, and it enriches the team immensely.